Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news. Now guys, the NFL landscape is always shifting, but what's happening right now in the AFC North? Well, there's a lot of talk about the Cleveland Browns and their quarterback situation, and it's something that could seriously alter the division's balance. Rumors are swirling that Cleveland might be looking to trade Shedeur Sanders. That's right, Shedeur Sanders, the talented young quarterback from Colorado, who has been generating a lot of buzz after an impressive college career, could soon be on the move. And the surprising part, it's looking increasingly likely that the team they might trade him to is none other than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I know what you're thinking, wait, the Steelers trading for Sanders? Why would they do that? Well, let's break it down. As we all know, the Steelers have been in a bit of a transitional phase at quarterback. They've been riding the waves with Kenny Pickett, who showed promise in his rookie season, but suffered a hamstring injury during training camp this year. That injury, coupled with his limited experience and the fact that he's still developing, has made the team look for other options. They've also added Will Howard in the 2025 NFL Draft, a guy who just won a national championship with Ohio State, and who the Steelers see as a potential future starter. But let's be honest, Will Howard, while promising, is still very much a project. He's a raw talent, and the Steelers need more immediate solutions, especially with Aaron Rodgers, the veteran star they signed this offseason, approaching the twilight of his career. And here's where the story gets even more interesting. Aaron Rodgers himself has publicly hinted that this could be his last season in the NFL. That puts a lot of pressure on the Steelers to not only contend this year, but also to plan ahead for the future at quarterback. They've gone all in this offseason, signing veterans and making trades, but that's not enough if they want to maintain their competitive edge. They need a quarterback who can step in, compete, and develop into the franchise guy for years to come. Shedeur Sanders, with his talent and potential, fits that mold perfectly. You see, Sanders had a dynamic college career at Colorado, where he threw for over 300 yards and 64 touchdowns in just 2 seasons. That's impressive, especially considering he was often under pressure due to a less-than-stellar offensive line at Colorado. His accuracy, composure, and ability to make plays under pressure really stood out. These are qualities that the Steelers' coaching staff, who are known for developing quarterbacks, could mold and refine. He's young, he's talented, and he's got the kind of upside that could make him a franchise quarterback in the NFL. Let's also consider the fit within the Steelers' offensive system. The Steelers traditionally have a balanced attack, with a strong running game and a solid offensive line. Adding Sanders would give them a quarterback who can extend plays, make quick decisions, and distribute the ball effectively. And don't forget, Pittsburgh has some talented receivers, including DK Metcalf, who is a very reliable downfield target. Sanders' arm strength and accuracy would allow him to connect with Metcalf downfield, creating a dangerous duo that defenses would struggle to contain. It's a pairing that could elevate the Steelers' offense to new heights. Now, I know some fans might be worried about the division rival aspect of this potential trade. The Browns would be trading Sanders within the AFC North, which is always a tricky situation. But if the Steelers see Sanders as their future, they can't afford to let that opportunity slip by, especially considering how much potential he has shown. The Browns, on the other hand, might be trying to rebuild or retool their quarterback room, especially if their current options, like Joe Flacco or Dylan Gabriel, aren't viewed as long-term solutions. The trade makes sense from a strategic point of view for both sides. In terms of what this could mean for the Steelers this season, it's a game changer. With Sanders as an option behind Rodgers, they would have a young, talented quarterback who can step in if needed, giving them that extra layer of depth and competition at the position. It would also send a message to the rest of the league that the Steelers are serious about contending now and in the future. Plus, bringing in Sanders would add a new dynamic to the quarterback room, fostering healthy competition and pushing everyone to perform at their best. Of course, making this trade happen isn't just about desire. It would require negotiations, draft picks, and a clear understanding of what Sanders' future holds. The Steelers would likely have to part with some draft capital, but considering Sanders' upside and the team's current needs, it might be a price worth paying. The organization has shown in recent years that they're willing to make bold moves if it means upgrading at key positions and building a championship-caliber team. Moreover, this potential move also underscores the Steelers' long-term vision. They've always been a franchise that values smart, strategic decisions. Bringing in a young quarterback like Sanders would be a statement that they're looking beyond just this season, they're building for sustained success. And in a division as competitive as the AFC North, that kind of foresight can be the difference between a playoff run and a long offseason of what-ifs. Now, let's talk a little about the broader picture. The AFC North is loaded with talent, with the Browns, Ravens, and Bengals all vying for supremacy. The Browns, in particular, have been aggressive this offseason, making moves that signal they want to win now. If they do trade Sanders to the Steelers, it would be a bold move, but one that could backfire if Sanders develops into a star in Pittsburgh. Conversely, for the Steelers, acquiring Sanders could be the spark needed to push them over the edge, especially if Rodgers struggles or gets injured. It's all about making the right strategic decision at the right time. And for the fans, this is what makes the NFL so exciting. The possibility of a division rival trading a promising quarterback to your team, that's the kind of storyline that fires up the offseason. It's a chess match, and every move counts. The Steelers have always been known for their strong defense, but in today's NFL, having a dynamic quarterback is essential. Sanders could bring that spark, that youthful energy, and that potential to develop into a franchise star. To sum up, this potential trade scenario isn't just a rumor, it's a strategic move that could reshape the AFC North. The Steelers, with their mix of veteran leadership and young talent, are in a prime position to make a bold move for Sanders. And while nothing is set in stone yet, the fact that this possibility is even on the table shows just how committed Pittsburgh is to building a team that can contend for years to come. It's an exciting time to be a Steelers fan, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. So guys, as we keep our eyes on this developing story, remember, the NFL offseason is always full of surprises. Trades, signings, and unexpected twists are part of what makes this league so electrifying. The Steelers are at a crossroads, and adding Sanders could be the move that takes them back to the Super Bowl stage. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you believe Sanders could be the future quarterback that finally pushes the Steelers over the top? Or do you think it's too risky to trade within the division? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters to us and to the Steelers. We're all in this together, and I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. This team is always evolving, and no matter what happens, one thing is for sure, the passion in Pittsburgh never dies. Thanks for watching, and let's keep our fingers crossed for an exciting season ahead.